Alright guys, let's talk about Jupiter on the channel for the first time since February 14th, but first I want to report a couple of pieces of news here. First off, Trump media seeks to raise $3 billion to invest in crypto, but me personally guys, I don't like this. I think it's not a good thing, and I'll just say that guys, but yeah, let's see what happens. Now, second piece of news, SBF is actually getting his prison sentence reduced by about 4 years, so basically, he'll be released in 19 short years, and unfortunately, no. So, anyways, let's jump into Jupiter on the channel, guys. Now, you can see we are creating this little flag here, and I put this on a 15-minute time frame. And I drew this actually several hours ago and left it, and it's pretty much, you know, just banged between these two lines. And the breakout of this would take Jupiter up to about 66 cents, guys. So let's see when this breaks out. But basically this flag, it has to make a decision by about tomorrow. Let's just say in about 20 hours, guys. Maybe a little bit less, plus minus a little bit there. But yeah, the breakout should, if it goes to the upside, take us to about 66 cents. Now, if it were to break down to the downside, it pretty much would take you back to the support at 56 cents. But me personally, I do think this is going to break out to the upside because most cryptos are just really oversold at the moment. But let's take a look at the RSI and the stochastic. So on the 15-minute time frame, guys, actually, yeah, it's oversold here on the Stoch, and it is going down though on the RSI, but it's right in the middle, so yeah, it's kind of probably just going to make a decision here shortly whether it's going to go up or down or whatever, but it looks a bit choppy to me. Now, the 1 hour time frame, it's oversold again on the Stoch. Now, it is coming down, just got out of the overbought territory basically on the RSI, so let's see, it's kind of going a little bit flat right now. 4 hour time frame, a little bit overbought. Now it's coming down here with that blue line. So yeah, it's going to get back into this neutral territory probably shortly. The RSI, it's kind of dipping here, we can say, but it does appear it's about to curve back up. Now, the longer term time frames like the daily, okay, both the RSI and the Stoch are pointed up pretty heavily, so that's actually a good sign. Weekly, just getting into the overbought territory here with the Stoch, unfortunately, but the RSI has a lot of room to run, and it's pretty heavily pointed to the upside. But I think both of these can run a little bit more, actually, at least the Stoch, I mean, just a little bit more. The RSI can run a lot more, of course, but the Stoch, I think it can run up. Now, the top, it's almost at the top here, though, that you saw back in November of 2024. But that doesn't mean it's going to actually stop there. Let's see how high this goes, though. Let's see if it has a monthly. I'm not sure if it's old enough to have a monthly. Yeah, basically it just started printing the RSI, and the Stoch is not printing at all. So, in my opinion, you know, just from what I'm gathering here, daily looks excellent. Other time frames, you know, like 4 hour, you know, not so good. 1 hour, kind of okay. 15-minute. Kind of okay. So I think it's due for a breakout here, but it may consolidate, you know, within these two trend lines that I've drawn, and you know, it may consolidate for probably another, you know, at least half a day, I would say, maybe about 18 hours, and then it's got to make a decision, guys. Now, just taking a quick look at the volume profile, guys, you can see that we are about right here at this level, so we're just about to break through this candlestick from about 64 to 71 cents or so. There's about a 7 or 8 cent gap here where we have low volume, and then we're going to hit this, you know, bigger area here where most of this trading has taken place. Up to about $1.25 is where, you know, we're going to face maybe a little bit of resistance here. After that, guys, the volume drops off really drastically. So, yeah, I mean, it does look good in the short term here. We do kind of have a free ride up almost. But, yeah, we are working our way through it. Now, you can also see, I want to point out this trend line. We still need to break this trend line. Let me get rid of this volume so we can see this a little bit clearer. I know there's a lot of lines here, guys, but this is all the weekly resistances that we face. So yeah, we do have really, no resistance up until about 68.8 cents according to this. And you can see this was a support line, support. But yeah, it was resistance over here. So yeah, it's going to be important to clear this level, of course, but there isn't really much resistance up until that point. Now, taking a quick look at Jupiter and the tokenomics, guys, here on CoinGecko, it is the number 70 coin. There is only 10 billion supply. Now, the total supply is almost 7 billion that's been created, but about 2.9 billion is actually circulating. So that's not too bad. Now, all-time high was about $2, guys. So you're getting about a 70% discount at the moment. So still not bad. This is one that I just picked up a little bit more today, actually, because I got some free money from Binance. So I just picked up a few, guys. I had 120 and now I have 5 more because I DCA'd into another crypto too. And this was just the remainder. But anyways, I'm trying to accumulate more Jupiter. I do think this is a great project, guys. And yeah, now let's take a quick look at Bitcoin here. There is a resistance up here at about 111,800. And you can see that we've been riding this trend line pretty much the entire time since, April 9th. So if I put this on a 4-hour time frame, you'll even see it a little bit better. But yeah, it goes all the way back to April 9th. We bounce off this here, and we got to bounce here on the 25th. And we almost, came down today. We're not too far away from this trend line. We may come down and touch it again. That's what I suspect, but it doesn't have to. We have to wait and see. Now, basically, Ethereum is just, it's been consolidating here since about the 10th of May. And it's just kind of bouncing between about a $350 range here. So not much is happening. However, we have fallen under the 25.52 mark. And, right now we do sit above the 25.06, which I think we were below yesterday when I made a video. But yeah, we do need to take out this level at 25.52. Then we have 26.15. And then basically the top of this box, guys, up here at about 27.17. Now, the total market cap, excluding Bitcoin, guys, it looks a lot like Ethereum, but we are getting a little bit of a red candle, but still sitting at 1.2 trillion today. Now, the dominance, guys, look at this. It is trying to break this, cycle high, which I know the cycle high is up here. I always say this, but basically this high that we got on the 3rd of February, which was one of the biggest, dominance rises in history of Bitcoin, guys. Now, yeah, it's trying to break this today. There's still about 3.5 hours, though, guys. So be patient. Yesterday, you can see there was a wick here, and it fell back down. So let's see if we get the same thing today. But yeah, we have a lot of time left, guys. So now the altcoin season index is at a 16, so it just went down a little bit more. Like I said, the more that dominance rises, guys, the lower this goes, unfortunately. Now, the dollar is actually getting a rejection here at 99.17. It's tried to break back through. Now, keep in mind also, a weaker dollar means a stronger Bitcoin. So that is also playing into the dominance of Bitcoin, guys. Now, liquidation heat map, we're sitting at 170 million have been liquidated in the last 24 hours. That's not too bad. That's pretty tame. It's mostly shorts, actually, that are getting wrecked right now. But pretty much it's 50-50 almost, guys. Now, fear and greed sitting at a 73. Yesterday was a 74. We've been pretty much in this, range since about May the 9th, as you see. Although we did go up to 78 on May the 23rd, and we dipped down to 66 on the 24th. But pretty much since then, we've come back into this range. Now, I'm taking a quick look at the bull market peak indicators, guys. Sell at the top. That's still 100% hold. 0 from 30 have been hit. Now, the Pi cycle top indicator does look like it wants to curve back up. But keep in mind, this is one of the slowest indicators, guys. So I wouldn't worry too much about this just yet. Now, as to tomorrow, let's talk about just tomorrow. We do have core durable goods orders tomorrow. We got HPI, we got consumer confidence, Atlanta Fed GDP now, Q2, and we do have a few, FOMC members speaking tomorrow. So be ready. It could be a little bit volatile tomorrow, but basically Thursday and Friday are the biggest days this week. Now, there is about a 94.4% chance that we're not going to get a cut next month when we talk about interest rates. Now, 5.6% are still holding out hope. Keep in mind, there's still just about almost 23 days until that meeting, though. Now, Crypto Bubbles looks pretty good, guys. Jupiter is the most up in the top 100. Virtual is next, guys. That actually was up a little bit more than Jupiter today. But Injective and FET, Quant, Uni, all these doing pretty well today. Only a few reds. I did talk about Hype yesterday. It actually had a really nice run. So yeah, it's getting a little bit of a cool off, like I said. And if you want to stake your Jupiter, guys, go to Coinondo, which is here. And this only says Bybit has staking. But that is actually not true. I'm actually staking mine in Binance. So, and for example, Coinondo, they never have Bitget, so there could be staking in Bitget too. So yeah, do your homework, guys. But this is actually a good tool if you're looking for staking deals. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, share this video with your friends. Check out some of the deals that I have below with Bitget, MEXC, BingX, Blowfin, and BitUnix, guys. If you use those links, it really helps me out. It keeps this channel going. And yeah, guys, like I said, if you like this video, like, subscribe, activate the bell, and I'll see you guys in the next one.